So since our last interview, I did an interview, or I released an interview
Yes.
with Ayanna Jackson,
Okay.
who was the woman who got Tupac locked up for sexual assault.
Right.
You heard
I
about
saw
this?
that. Yeah, I saw the article that you put out.
Did you actually watch the interview or no?
I watched the interview.
Okay. What'd you think?
Well, here's the thing about let's go the whole realm of sexual assault and sexual harassment. We are at a time in our lives where I have never seen a situation where women have jumped on the bandwagon for just a little bit of 15-minute of fame, attention, or whatsoever. And whether she came out for her own personal reason or she wanted to get on the bandwagon of this as well, it just didn't make no sense to me. Like, normally Afro-American women don't do this type of thing. If girls know they was hoes, Afro-American women know they was hoes back in the day, they take it on the chin and keep it moving because they don't want their new boyfriends or their husbands to know they was in situations like that. Most white guys, when they date a white actress that's famous and they'll say, oh, Weinstein forced himself for me and I had to suck his dick and swallow, but we got 2 Oscars up there. These women come and is gonna sue and join the bandwagon. Now, I'm not saying that the women are wrong. I'm saying, baby, please, after 30 years, let a man go if he changed his life. Because most of these women who make these claims, could you imagine if someone kept something over your head all your life for 30-something years? And most of these women are not that innocent. If you go back 20, 30 years, I'm quite sure you can find something that they did to someone. And to have this over your head all the way up to this point when you have gotten your life together, when you have made your mistakes in life, and here you are, you became this complete, perfect guy, so to speak. Someone hits you with some bullshit that happened in 1975 or 76. It's happened to senators, to actors. Now, here's the crazy thing. With no due process, no one's going to trial. Russell Simmons. No, like, to me, if someone said this about me, I'm like, we're going to trial. But they doing it to most nice guys. Now, I'm really a street dude. You let somebody say T.K. Kirkland touched my pussy in 1979, I bet you the bitch come up missing. I bet you $1 million you won't find her. They be like, yo, we supposed to have a case. We can't find the victim. Because I ain't playing that shit. Not from the 70s. Hell no. So with the young lady, it's good that she got a story out, but the 30-something fucking years too late. 20-something years too late. And that's all I'm saying. Like, Tupac is dead. What is the purpose of even coming out discussing this? Is it a check? Did you fall asleep in the middle of the night and somebody came? What?
Well, I mean, full disclosure, I didn't pay her for the interview, number one.
Right.
She came in and did it for free. And also, I held on to this interview about 7 months. It was actually done right after the Tupac movie. We put it out recently just because we felt now was a better time.
It was the right time. Yeah, as a
right
boss.
time to put it out.
Yeah, it was the right time.
And I mean, you know what's interesting is that this is actually the first time that a female accuser has accused a man of, sexual assault or so forth. And you got to see her cross-examined and questioned, and a lot of people got to see there was certain inconsistencies in her story.
Right.
And I think this is going to set a precedent to future accusations where a person's not just going to say, oh yeah, he definitely did it because she's a victim. They're going to say, well, what about the Tupac girl? Remember her interview? Let's look at this a little bit more carefully.
Yes. And I like that. I'm glad that you put something out there like that, Vlad, because it's people today in prison that are innocent. Do you understand? I remember in Atlanta, Georgia, I dated a waitress at one of the comedy clubs. Had sex with her. The next morning, had some running around to do, came back, picked up, dropped her off to see her sister. Saw each other the next night, but I was with another girl. We sitting at the show, the girl's around my shoulder, the girl, she walks past me. I'm not being disrespectful. I say hello because it wasn't like we was in love with each other. We're not married. You know, I'm a gentleman. I'm a player. I leave town, Vlad. The owner calls me and says, TK, you got to get back here. This young lady said you raped her.
Mm.
Now I fly back. I talked to the detective. Had nothing to hide. Told him everything happened. Gave him exact times of things went down. And what people don't know, I pressed charges against this woman for lying. Because what people need to know in the state of Georgia, if you get convicted on rape, it's 25 years to life.
Damn.
That's insane. So I had this person convicted and sent to prison because she lied on me.
Oh, she actually went to prison.
Oh, she went to jail.
For how long?
She got 2 years.
Oh shit. And how did they prove that she was lying?
Because they recorded her. And pretty much like in the room of 48 hours, the way they hit her with it, she broke down and confessed. And they wanted to know if I wanted to press charges. Hell motherfucking year.
This is the first time I have ever heard of a woman accusing a man of rape and actually getting 2 years for lying.
Yeah, she got 2 years, yo. They don't play in Georgia.
Right, because remember there was the whole Nelly situation where the girl accused him and then ended up dropping the charges, but nothing happened to her.
Right, but then somebody else came, because Nelly probably didn't press it all the way. See, you got to press it all the way. I didn't give a fuck. You understand? Like my livelihood was at stake, and you know what went down. Everybody knows I'm not even that type of man. But it's moments like that that can change a person's life and fuck you up.
Yep.
That's why I'm to myself, I'm a loner. From men to women, I don't want to be around no motherfucking body because it's other people that fuck up your life.
Yeah.
It's really other people. Here's the thing about talking about Black Panther. When you sit there and you watch the movie and it makes you aware of your history, you think about how we was kings, you think about how society, how the white society made you study their history their whole life, right? You know what I thought about when I watched Black Panther? It made me realize what motherfucker was the hater that overthrown his own people for whatever. Because whether you got BMF, or the Capones, or your local street hustler, or even Gotti, who his right-hand man snitched on him, somebody was a hater that overthrown their own people. And this is what I mean by the levels of hate. It goes from there, even down to the music industry, how certain artists don't get paid. People steal their publishing. Nobody truly wants to be a leader and make sure that people eat and do the right thing and make sure that they will. So when I think about overthrown governments and the reason why Afro-Americans can't get ahead, and it's just not Afro-Americans, whites too, how that person close to you can fuck up your life and you can lose everything. And it's a million stories like this.
Yeah. Well, just the other day, I was talking to Godfrey.
Yes.
And we were talking, and his family's Nigerian.
Yes.
Right. His dad's an immigrant.
Yes.
He was born here. And I was saying how I was discussing something with someone at one point. We were talking about the poorest countries, and I said, well, let me just look up who what the poorest countries are in the world. The 10 poorest countries in the world are all African countries.
Wow.
Hold on, and I'll even tell you what they are, just
Okay.
so it doesn't sound like I'm just, making shit up.
Mm-hmm.
The poorest country in the world is the Central African Republic, where the average yearly salary of a person is $656.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And then it's Congo, Burundi, Liberia, Niger, Malawi, Mozambique, Madagascar, all African countries. And I couldn't believe it. I said, man, this is fucking sad.
Yes.
And when I was talking to Godfrey about it, he goes,
That's crazy, but we gotta check India. Fuck that. No, We gotta check India shit. I think they came out with that list because Black Panther came out. So you never know, because white people know how to time shit. Guess what? The top 10 poor African countries right after Black Panther. You know what I mean? They're good for shitting on, like trying to shut shit down. So I'm gonna check on that. For a white guy to tell me that there's 10 poor African countries, I gotta check that shit. I don't trust your shit. Because you'll be like this, hey, Godfrey, not trying to be an asshole, but Black Panther's doing great. But I want to tell you about the poorest countries in the world. Africa.
The list did not come out recently. It was an older list.
What'd you say?
The list itself was an older list. It's
Oh,
not
was
like
it
the
an
list
older
just
list?
it was an older list.
But they definitely brought it back.
No.
No,
They didn't
they
bring it
didn't?
back. It was just a conversation I had with someone, and I just decided to look it up.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is all me. You can put the blame on me.
I thought it
for
was
this
just some old white guy shit. Let me check on Africa.
one. It's sad, man, where you think like, okay, I thought maybe 2 or 3 of them might be African.
Right.
But all 10?
Yes, it's sad.
I mean,
they have everything. It's one of the richest lands in the world, as far as minerals, diamonds, etc. It's just that greed is really one of the most dangerous things in the world, and it's nothing you could do about it. I mean, it's something you could do about it. You could change yourself each day, one day at a time. But I live by giving and helping people and wanting to do the right thing. I'll never have the billions of dollars that those people have in Africa, because, man, they could really be some of the wealthiest countries in the world.
Yeah.
The wealthiest. But they are into destroying their own. And what sometimes when I sit alone by myself, I wonder, what are people thinking about? Like, why would they want to bring harm to their own people? I just don't get it. I'll never get it.
yeah, me neither.
I'll never get it.